Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today we continue our quest to get automatic promotion from League One as we get closer towards the end of the season. In fact, by the end of today's games, we'll be just 10 games away. Hello, it's a very warm welcome to episode 98 of From the Bottom to the Top as we try and take a National League South side, in this case Weymouth, from the bottom all the way up to the top. And this is our journey. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have for you two games in League One. It's match days, excuse me, match days 35 and 36. Derby County at the Bob Lucus, and then Stockport County, both counties, Stockport County in League One, match day 36, away from home up in the northwest. And they're the two games today. And don't forget, if you enjoy today's episode, leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification button, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of the videos. Let me know what you'd like to see me do more of. Would you like me to do more shirt videos? This one from one that's coming up very, very soon. If you would like to see me do more shirt videos, then let me know down in the comments whether you want tutorials or tactical videos or whatever it might be. Let me know, and we will endeavour to do it for you as we head to FM25, which won't be out until March, of course, as if you didn't already know. And also, you can follow everything that's going on this channel by simply following me on X at JustOffsideFM. Right, we're going to get moving very fast because we are on the 10th of February in game at the top here, as you can see, which means that since the last episode, not only have we played a couple of games, the transfer window has slammed shut, and there was a bit of transfer activity, to say the least. I'm not sure whether when you were last with us, we managed to bring in Junior on loan or not. He has come in. Let's get it sorted out right. He's Brazilian, a 19-year-old. He's come from FOR, which is a Brazilian side. So we've brought him in on loan from them. It's because we haven't done the name changes so in this particular save, because I think when we started it up, it was early on. Anyway, he's coming in from FOR, and he's with us until the end of the season, at the very least anyway. He's currently National League North and South standard. Potentially League One, but he's got off to a reasonably good start. He's a 2-star advanced forward, and well, he's not fantastic, as you will see, but he's got it about him, and as I say, he has got off to a reasonable start. As you'll see, he's made 2 appearances for us, we'll see in a minute, and he has scored a goal, and you will see that as well in due course. So that's Junior in first, and then on deadline day we brought in Stefan Adamson. He's Danish, 21 years old, on loan from Birmingham. Can play across the attacking midfield there, or down the right hand side. He's an advanced playmaker out there, albeit we'll probably use him as an inside forward, which he can play. It's got a bit of flair, it's got a bit of balance, agility, acceleration, all the rest of it. He's quite squat, he's quite yeah, he can get around. He's played 1 game for us and he scored 1 goal, so again we will see that in due course. So he's off to a good start as well. That's Stefan Adamson. And then we have brought in a defender from Bournemouth, our affiliate side, of course, and Deleuthen is the player. Neil Deleuthen. He's English. It's a good name though, isn't it? Can play on the right if we need him to. He's going to play in the centre of defence more often than not. He's very high bravery. He's reasonable technique. He's good at tackling. His heading's okay. He's got a good jumping reach. He's 6'1", and I think just gives us that little bit of extra cover at the back there. We have had one player go out. He's gone out on loan to Hartlepool, and that's Alfie Prescott. reducing the wage budget just a little bit for us, which is rather helpful. So he's gone out for the rest of the season. So a couple of 3 loans in, one going out the other way. And as I said, we have played 2 games since you were last with us. Last time out, that 1-0 loss in the FA Cup to Charlton, a 2-1 win against Lincoln City. But we only managed a draw against Burton Albion. This one a difficult one. Matteo Joseph in midfield, passes out to Forbes. Forbes comes forward, crosses it in, and Matteo Joseph has run down the middle of the park, puts that one away. It's 1-0 and stayed 1-0 at half time, and we couldn't seem to find a way into them at all. We did a bit of changing around. Wakachu coming off, Junior come on, and we changed it around a little bit after half time, and it didn't look as if we were going to get the equaliser, let alone a winner. And well, it was 83 minutes when Junior came up with the equaliser. It's ball forward. Byron playing the ball. He's got Holman outside him. Holman into the area, crosses the ball, and Junior gets ahead of everybody. Stayed onside, put it away, got the equaliser. We had 18 shots, 5 of which were on target. 2.71. We should have won this game again. 63% of the possession. We were the dominant side, but just couldn't seem to break Burton Albion down at all. They have 5 shots, 1 on target, 0.68 on the old XG, and 37% of the possession. Jack Holman getting a player of the match, 3 key passes, 2 clear-cut chances, and an assist. Got an 8.0 for his trouble. So a 1-1 draw, and that's not a good result. But then we faced Reading, who I think were 5th at the time. We needed to pull a result out of the pot, basically. Again, we had terrible trouble. Gums getting Reading underway after 9 minutes, and we were already on the back foot. Ball back to Mola. Dimistros through to Gums. Gums beating Yao, Virginia. And he broke the middle of the defence there. Not good at all. 1-0 at 9 minutes and on 33. They doubled the lead and give us a little bit of a worry. Gums this time with the corner. Cuts it short to Tuma. Tuma into the area. Blasts it into the top corner. It's 2-0. Once again, didn't seem to be able to find a way through them. And this happened on 43 minutes. Adamson out wide, cuts it back into O'Grady Mack and through to Darcy. Darcy tried to cross it and got a deflection off of Mola, and it meant that we got a goal back just before half time. Just thought it might give us the impetus into the second half. It didn't. We struggled. We couldn't find a way through. But then Stefan Adamson, on his debut, made a goal on 84 minutes. Ball out wide to Johnson. Johnson fires this one in. It's headed down. I think Junior trying to get his head on it. It fell to Adamson. Adamson put it away. And we've got the equaliser on 84 minutes. And I think we thought, well, let's just call it quits at that. But Jake Garanti had other ideas. Corner from Palfrey, fired in, and Garante gets up. He come on as a late substitute. When did Garante come on? He come on the 81st minute, scored on the 89th minute. 3-2, and it was too late for Reading to reply. Managed to squeeze them out and get the win. We had 12 shots, 5 on target, 2.06, 58% of the possession. Reading having 11 shots, 6 on target, 1.12, and 42% of the possession. Leaves the table looking like this after those round of games. 34 matches played. Some teams still only play 33, but we are top on 77. Birmingham are in second place. They're won their last 3 on the trot. They are just 6 points behind us now, but more incidentally, Oxford have played their game in hand now and are 15 points adrift of us in third place. They're not on good form. 1-2, lost 2, drawn 1. which means that we have a 15-point gap down to them. Bearing in mind that we're 12 games away from the end of the season. 36 points is the total available. So we're not there yet, but we're getting closer and closer all the time. And Notts County are in 4th on 60. Reading with a game in hand on 5th on 57. Today's first opponents, they've got a game in hand as well. They're 6th on 56. Then comes Shrewsbury just outside the playoff places on 54, as have Charlton, but they've played a game more than Shrewsbury. And then down at the other end of the table, Rotherham, 7 points adrift to Lincoln City in 20th. Rotherham 21st. Burton Albion in 22nd on 28 points. Chesterfield 23rd on 21 and 17 points adrift. Still on the bottom of the table, Leyton Orient. Right, let's get into it then. Derby County, our first opponents today. Daniel Jefferson, I think, will be too early for him back from his twisted ankle. And Alexanderopoulos is doubtful with a torn hamstring. And here is the side that will face Derby County in this League One Matchday 35. Can tell you we've played Derby County twice in this series so far. And we've drawn with them on both occasions, a 1-1 draw in the Caribou Cup. And we beat them on penalties on that occasion. And then we drew 2-2 with them at Pride Park. And there is a player, and I've forgotten his name now. We'll, when we do the team looks, I will point him out to you if he's playing. Has scored against us in both games. So hopefully we can thwart him today. We will do our best. This is the team then. Virginia in goal. Olsen, Deluthian, I can't pronounce, Dejuthin in centre of defence. G out to his right. Johnson and Holman. Johnson on the other side of the pitch today. Johnson and Holman as the wing backs. O'Grady Mackham between them, and I think O'Grady Mackham actually is better as a deep line playmaker, which is what we'll put him on. Patterson and Adamson are our two wide attacking players, and Zingo sits between them. Wakachu leads the attack up front, although he is not on good form at the moment. He's been quite a few games without actually scoring. Let's have a quick look and just see the last time that he scored. You're going to prove me wrong today, and I'm quite happy for him to prove me wrong. Here we go. Last time he scored was against Lincoln City, and then he's had a few games then before that. Wickham, he got 2 against Exeter, but he's been very lean of late. So let's hope he can add to his 18 goals for the season to date. On the bench then is Hollingshead, Armitage, Darcy, Palfrey, Candlish, Byron, and Junior. And here we are back at the Bob Lucus, playing our usual formation. Derby have a couple of Bristol City players in it. Max Bird and can't see him. Anis Mehmeti and Latata is the player that's caused us problem. They are in 6th on 56. We are 1st on 77. And on 32 minutes, they have a free kick. Magoma. Latassa was the player, not whatever I said earlier. Sibley out wide to Hughes. Have to be careful. He's taking a pot shot and it's gone over. I think Virginia pushed it over. And they have a corner. 30 Mehmeti, Anis Mehmeti. Crosses this in. Deep back post. Hughes with the throw in on that far side to Rooney. Cash in. And we need to cut this ball out. Not seen us winning many games in balls in midfield of late. And I think that's been our downfall. That ball punted upfield. And they win it back again. It's headed on and Ashby's in. Ashby puts it past Virginia. And I think it's time for Hollingshead to have a a cracking goal. And on 43 minutes, we go a goal behind, as we have done relentlessly of recent games. I don't know what it is. And is that the new boy? I think it is. Jai Thin. No more highlights in this first half, and they've been the better side. The only thing they haven't controlled is possession. They've had 7 shots, 3 of which have been on target. 0.62, 36% of the possession. They've just been wasteful with their chances. We've had 3 shots. 1's been on target. 0.15 and 64% of the possession. Going to have to be better in the second half. And with 65 minutes on the clock, making 2 changes. Wakachu comes off, a straight swap for Junior up front. But we have had a bit of a shush around for the other change. Adamson can play on the left, so we're going to move him to the left. Johnson has come out of the wing-back position, has gone in the right-sided attack. Canlish comes on then in place of Travis Patterson, who's having a poor day out there. And with 78 minutes on the clock, no more highlights, and we're not really making any inroads at all. So we're going to make our final 3 changes all in one go. Billy G is off. He's been replaced by Armitage. Glory Nzingo, he's come off. We replace him with Darcy. Then we've also taken off Stephen Adamson, who's not having a good day. Played well last time out, not playing so well today. He's been replaced by Carnal Palfrey. And we've gone to our first loss in a while, and we've not played well at all today. And their goalkeeper keeping us out. But we had 9 shots, 2 on target. They had 10 shots, 3 on target. Better XG than us. We had most of the possession, but just couldn't find a way through to break them down. And we just didn't have the impetus at all. Yale Virginia's days in goal, I think he's going to have a little bit of a rest. He's gradually getting worse. I'm not saying that he was at fault totally for today's display, but he certainly hasn't helped. And to be fair, we've been edging towards that result for just a little bit. It's been we've been getting worse and worse, really. And I don't know why. We just seem to have hit a little bit of a brick wall. Well, it's annoying to say the least. Luckily, we have quite a gap still down to Oxford United. 15 points is still there because they've lost today as well. So still 15 points. One more game down. 11 games to play. 33 points available. So they can get 95. Is the target as it currently is for automatic promotion. But Birmingham closed the gap now. It was 8 points down to 3 points. They're edging their way closer. Does that mean that they've drawn today? No, they beat Walsall by 1-0. So they've closed that gap down to 3 points, which is a little bit annoying. Notts County are in 4th on 61. How did they get on today? Notts County, a 1-1 draw against Lincoln. So that's not the best of results for them. Derby, of course, beating us. Reading dropped to 6th today after a 2-2 draw with our second opponents of the episode, Stockport County. I'm not quite sure what that means. Charlton just outside in 7th place on 57 points. And then comes Shrewsbury on 8th down the bottom. Rotherham, Burton, Chesterfield and Leyton Orient still in that bottom bit. And there's still a 7-point gap between Rotherham and Lincoln City. Right, we have 10 days to the next game. Gives us a chance to recuperate a little bit, which is good news. So what we'll do is we will come back ahead of the game against Stockport County. We have played them before 3 times, twice in a friendly, once in League One. All of them at the Bob Lucus. Never played them at their place, oddly enough. I've beaten them 3 times, 2-1 in the first friendly. Peters and Cooper, Nzingo and Burke, somebody called Burke in a friendly, must have been on trial with us. A 2-1 win against them must have played them twice in July 27. I don't know why that happened. And then in League One earlier this season, We beat them by 3-2. An own goal after 36. We made it 2-0. Wakachoo, when he could score on 42, they got back at us, made it 2-2. Daniel Rice and Huggins, the scorers on that occasion. Darcy managing to get the winner on 74 minutes. Don't need things quite so tight today. It would be nice if we could get a straightforward win. And we do need to win. Edgeley Park is their ground, of course. So that's what's coming next. Can we get a win? Can we seem to sort ourselves out? We'll be back just ahead of the game with any news. No real news ahead of the game against Stockport County. We've moved forward 10 days and we are on match day here in game. So if there's any more to do, let's go and have a look at the team that will face Stockport County in this match day 36. Jefferson is back. And here we are, match day 36, playing Stockport County at Edgeley Park. Hollingshead has made it into goal. Yale Virginia has been dropped to the bench after he's the way he played last time. Gillathin is in defence alongside Olsen and G. Linton and Johnson are the wing backs. Grady Mackham between them. Patterson and Adamson continue to start as the attacking wide players. Nzingo is behind Wakachoo, who continues up front. He's better as an advanced forward now, though, but likes playing as a deep line forward, so we're going to play him as the deep line forward today. Yeah, Virginia, Armitage, Darcy, Junior, Canlish, Lopenda and Jefferson make up the bench. While having lost at home last time out, we're at Edgeley Park for this one. Winks Kill is the manager at Stockport, and we're playing our by now familiar formation. A little bit of a change in personnel today. Let's hope we can get a result. We still top on 77. May lose that top bit. They are 14th and 48. May lose that top bit if we lose again today. Let's hope not having back-to-back losses. That ball headed on by Deschamps. G. Adamson. O'Grady Mackin comes forward. Patterson. It's cut inside. He's played that out wide to Adamson. Can't get his words out there. And Nzingo's brought down right on the edge of the area. And I think a penalty's been given. It has. Now, I know, keep doing this every time. We need to do it before we get to the thing. I'm not quite sure how we are set penalty taker-wise. Wakachoo, we don't want to take penalties. Stephen Adamson can take them. He is on the pitch. But O'Grady Mackin probably is the best option. Don't have any real concrete penalty takers, really. We do need some. That's maybe when it's something we need to look at in the transfer window. Right, let's go with that. Let's see who's due to take it at the moment. O'Grady Mackin. So I think he will be taking it. And he scored. And on 20 minutes, we take a lead. His second goal of the season. I think his other one may have well been from a penalty as well. And we take a lead against Stockport County. They have a free kick, 22 on the clock. Potts swings it in, and it's gone over the top. Not quite sure what happened there. Hollingshead, I think, managed to thwart it, but and it was headed over the top anyway. Hollingshead with a goal kick, 35 minutes on the clock. Grady Mackin. Patterson and Nzingo out to Linton. Linton finds Patterson, who's gone on a run. Patterson into the area, and Adamson diverts it in. His second goal of the season, and you're seeing the proper Adamson this time out. 2-0 lead then on 36 minutes. And after the last effort against Derby, it's what the doctor ordered. Hollingshead again out to Linton. Linton to Nzingo in midfield. Nzingo comes forward. He's got that through, but it was a poor ball. Power equal to it, but he's run back tidied up. Adamson to Wakachoo, O'Grady Mackin and Zingo. Diajathin. I need to practice his name. I will endeavour to do that between episodes. O'Grady Mackin. Diajathin. O'Grady Mackin. Edging our way forward here. And Wakachoo. Out wide to Johnson. Johnson into the area. And Patterson has put it away. His 10th goal of the season. And on 41 minutes, we take a 3-goal lead. And, well, I think they've responded to my protestations at the end of the last game, telling them that they weren't good enough and they're going to prove me wrong today. Patterson moving into position to put that one away. See it again, whether he was offside or not. Big question. He wasn't. He remained onside. No more highlights in that first half. 7 shots, 4 on target. 2.13, 58% of the possession. They've had 4 shots, 2 on target, 0.46 and 42% of the possession. We've got a good lead. Let's hang on to it, or in fact, increase it. They've made 1 change at half-time, 47 on the clock. They have a throw-in, and a goal back early in the second half will make a difference. It's come off the woodwork, back into the area, and it's been put away by Matthew Warhurst, and they have got 1 back. They've obviously been spoken to at half-time. Huggins getting this ball in. Tatum hitting the woodwork. Huggins back in. And Warhurst almost just pushing his way through. Linton with the corner. It's in near post. Oh, just over the top from Olsen. It's 57 on the clock. Linton with a throw in. O'Grady Mackin. Almost given away then. Linton. O'Grady Mackin into the area, but it's nobody there, and they've got a counter-attack on. Parker, they get another one back here. We are in trouble. That lead looking good. Ooh. Gee, it's all happening here. 58 on the clock now, and this probably from the restart, and got to stop him. And I don't know who that isn't going to stop him. He's had a shot from distance again. It's over the top. Adamson with a free kick. He's trying to go. It's come off the wall. Patterson puts away his 11th goal of the season and increases our lead back up to 3 goals. 4-1 on 67 minutes. Adamson come off the wall. And Patterson in off the post. And with 72 minutes on the clock, we're making 2 changes. We're taking off Glorian and Zingo, brought on Junior. And we've also taken off Josiah Linton and brought on Kevin Canlish. 73 on the clock. Johnson with a throw-in on that far side. Throws it to O'Grady Mackin. Back to O'Grady Mackin. Junior has a go. Just wide. And with 81 minutes on the clock, making 2 more changes. Wakachoo is off. He's had a better day today. But still not managed to score. Jefferson, who's coming back from injury, was just going to give him 10 minutes or so, have a run out. And the other change that we have made is with Charlie Olsen has come off. He's had a good day, but we're just swapping it around a little bit. Armitage comes on to replace him. 90 minutes. We're in the 3rd minute of 4 added on. Canlish with a throw into Patterson to O'Grady Mackin. O'Grady Mackin finds Jefferson. Patterson crosses it in. Jefferson, he's back. 9th goal of the season. 5-1 the scoreline, and we get our 5th goal on the 93rd minute. And Jefferson didn't take him long to find his form back in, did it? Jefferson and Patterson working well together. Patterson turned, found Jefferson, and Jefferson finding the net. Highlight from the restart. In the 4th of 4 added on, Potts comes forward. And good response after that last match, which was poor. Oh, that's through. Stewart must have been offside. Yep, he was. The flag goes up. It's not going to count. And the scoreline stays at 5-1. Well offside. And it's all over. No more highlights. And we have succeeded in sorting ourselves out a little bit. Travis Patterson having a absolutely splendid match out there. He got a 10 today, and he's scored 2 goals, assisted in 2, made 5 key passes, 2 clear-cut chances. He's had a good day. So his form's wishy-washy at best, but he's done it well today. Adamson on the other side having a good day as well. And even Hollingshead in goal having a great time. Daniel Jefferson, great to have him back. And he's got onto the score sheet as well. We had 18 shots, 9 of which were on target, 50%, 3.49 on the XG, 61% of possession. They had 12 shots, 3 of which were on target, 1.62 and 39% of the possession. We just kept them to that 1 goal from Warhurst on 49 minutes. And we still top, despite Birmingham also winning today, beating Ipswich Town by 3 goals to 1. Derby beating Rotherham by 1-0. Exeter City losing 3-2 to bottom of the table, Leyton Orient. That a topsy-turvy match, and having a player sent off as well. Walsall beating Salford by 5 goals to 1, and Chesterfield beating Shrewsbury by 2 goals to 1. So the table looks like this, with 10 games left to play, 30 points available. 92 is the current target. 3rd place, Derby County, albeit Oxford United are also on 62, and with a game in hand. I think they play tomorrow, actually. They play Wednesday games, so we'll see how that pans out. But assuming they win, they'll be on 65 with 95 available. So another 15 points, 4 wins is about where we need to be, I think, as it stands at the moment. We have a 3-point gap over Birmingham, 12-point gap over 18-point gap. It's 18 now over Derby in 3rd place, as I say. If Notts County have played, if Oxford win their game in hand, well, that'll mean 65. It'll be a 15-point gap over Oxford United. So that's how the top of the table looks. Notts County, say, dropping down to 5th on 61. Charlton up into the playoff places on 60 points. Reading drop out on 58. Then comes Shrewsbury also on 58, and then a 4-point gap to Wickham in 9th place. At the bottom of the table, still 7-point gap between Lincoln and Rotherham. Burton Albion are in 22nd on 31. Chesterfield are 23rd on 25. But Leyton Orient have closed that gap down to 15 points now. They are 24th with 23 points, having won their 5th game of the season. So we are going to come back for possibly Mansfield and Salford. We're going to be playing Carlisle and Charlton offline. Mansfield and Salford in the next episode. And then we'll see how we are at the end of that episode, how close we are potentially with games left, because then we will only have 6 games left. 3 6s are 18 points. We'll see how close we are as to whether we come back for Shrewsbury and Leyton Orient, or whether we're more likely to get it around about Oxford, Ipswich, Notts County or Walsall. Or it might be one of those that we play Shrewsbury offline possibly, and then come back as and when it looks likely we're going to do or achieve our target of hitting automatic promotion. It'll all become apparent in due course. Hope you'll be able to join me for those episodes. If you've enjoyed today's episode, though, please don't forget, leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification button. It keeps you up to date with all future episodes of Bottom to the Top and our other series, Going Dutch, as they are released. And new episodes, Bottom to the Top, will be released every Tuesday and Friday at 4:15 p.m. And the best way of keeping up to date with everything that's happening on the channel is follow me on X at JustOffside2. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you for the next episode. It's going to be episode 39. It's out on Friday. Till then, goodbye.